News TV. Tune in and watch Savannah News TV. We are live. Savannah News TV. We create awareness about our place in Africa. Savannah News TV. We are distinct, we are focused, we deliver top-notch news in Savannah News TV. Equitable reporting without fear or favor. Savannah News TV. Brings a positive change to us and our environment is our area. Savannah News TV. Tune in and watch Savannah News TV. We are live. Savannah News TV. Our CEO Chris Kadekonle Oluchimi Chapa Savannah News TV. Emileke, I'm a living witness. Keep watching Savannah News TV. Like and subscribe to our page on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Savannah News TV.
Yes, good morning from here. It's exactly 20 minutes past 2 a.m. in Toronto City. And I'm sure it's very early morning in Nigerian space. I remain your regular host, Prince Olujimi Adekanle Lijoka of Savannah News Television. This Monday morning, the 13th of December 2021. And as usual, we'll be bringing to you newspaper review this morning for today's Monday. And first on the list here is we are going into the Guardian newspaper. To the Guardian newspaper. This one is coming from NMPC. NMPC revenue hits 894.6 billion naira. Records 141.96 billion naira surplus. Good one, but how does this translate to the welfare of the people? That is our concern. You have according to them, they have 141.96 billion surplus. How does it translate to the welfare, to the well-being of the people, of Nigerians, and the people staying in Nigeria? Not only Nigerians, all people residing in that country. That is from the Vanguard. Bayelsa government warns against illegal oil refining and other crimes. Nigerian oil output falls 13% to 1.4 MB per barrel in 5 years. Benin wears new looks ahead of artifacts reception. Obasanjo government was reluctant to find Bola Ige killers. This is coming from Pabisi Akande. Don't know why they are reluctant, according to him. Go to the Vanguard to read it. Then you will see the true story there. Panic grips Zamfara communities as government demand over 1 million naira levy. That's serious. Is there another government in place in a government? That is the insecurity we're talking about. Buhari, Obasanjo Makinde orders mourn as Seun of Ogbomoso dies at 95. His soul continue to rest in peace. Abia APC intensifies mobilization of voters in wards. Corruption, political recklessness, cause of Nigerians' problem. Sultan, that is even 10 years old boys, 10 years old child knows that. Corruption is the bane of our problem. National Theatre Innovation Project meets year-end target. Sanwo-Olu, Emefiele, Mohammed. Corporate governance worsen as companies withhold financial results. APC will cease to exist in 2022. That is credited to Ayu, Yosha Ayu. I think Yosha Ayu is now the new chairman of PDP. Gunmen invade Imo communities, kidnap monarchs, burn palaces. They kidnap monarchs, not one, not two, and they burn palaces, not one palace, not two. Southeast peace talk, why Buhari visit to Ebonyi was postponed to 2022. This is credited to Governor Umahi. Anambra APC crisis. Ngige remains our indefatigable leader. Party chieftains insist. We have confidence Buhari will sign electoral bill. That is from the CSOs. Okowa, Ibori, Urisejafo, Majemate, others grace Okobaro's 10th anniversary. Ishekiri leader Chief Isaac Jemide is dead. The shelf Lagos peace walk. Remember, Sanwo-Olu extended the peace walk to the EndSARS protesters, and I think they have shelved it because almost all of them say they will not work with Sanwo-Olu for any peace walk until the implementation of the recommendation from the panel that he set up himself. We are combing bushes to rescue abducted trader in Ekiti. Kidnapping everywhere. Every day is just kidnapping stories. In fact, it's becoming a national anthem. There is no day we will make a review here that will not talk about kidnapping every day. From the Vanguard now, we now head to the to the Guardian. We head to the Guardian now, and Kogi drags EFCC to court over alleged hidden 19.3 billion naira. No future in APC, PDP for Southeast. That is credited to Okorie. Okorie is saying that. SERAP is an agency in Nigeria. Seek probe of alleged missing 10 billion National Assembly Fund. 10 billion. Not 10 million, no. Not 10,000. 10 billion. They now steal in billions. They are no longer stealing in thousands any longer, or in millions. In billion. 10 billion. Missing. Retired Palm Sec accused Uzodinma of withholding pensions and gratuities. Almost every state in Nigeria, they have been withholding their pension and gratuities of the pensioners. So I don't think there's no there's no any news in that. Sean of Ogbomoso dies at 95 after 48 years reign. NDLA arrests Ghanaian 2 Nigerians at Enugu Abuja airport with 9.9 kg cocaine. Poor constitution implementation, cause of insecurity, says a senator. Sultan asks Muslim to pray against killings. The killing is too much. In fact, it's high time they need that prayer. The killing is becoming too much. NFF, that is a Nigerian Football Federation, sacks Roche. They have sacked the national coach. Appoint a Govon interim coach. That's serious. So Egbovon is now the interim coach of the Super Eagles. I think he's coming for how many times now? He has been there before. He's back again. Nigerians keep recycling in everything they are doing. Over 77 billion naira loans. Bad governance. Kill a Greek bank. No template. 77 billion naira loans. And if you check it very well, more than 70% of these 77 billion naira loans are given to those people who are not even into agriculture. They must have politicized it, you know, where politicians will just come and collect loan that is supposed to be meant for what's it called, for our agriculture. Federal government to place UK, Canada, Saudi Arabia, others on red list today. My God, I'm just feeling for those Nigerians that are those Nigerians in diaspora that are in Nigeria right now, because anything can happen anytime. The airport may be closed because federal government to place UK, Canada, Saudi Arabia, others on red list today. That is today, Monday. Why cement price is highest in Kano and Lagos market. Read that inside the Guardian. Yes, from the Guardian now, I think we now head towards the Nation newspaper. The Nation newspaper here is Omicron. Federal government to ban flights from UK and Canada. Serious. Federal government to ban flight from UK and Canada. That is coming from the Nation. The Nation is reporting that. 14 years old, raped to death in Delta. What is happening? Rape everywhere. Federal government, 5 suspected vandals held in Ogun and Oyo. Kanu to federal government. Honor agreement with ASU. to avert another strike. That is Kanu. I think that Kanu, I don't know the whatever, but they are advising the government to honor agreement with ASU to avert another strike. That is ASU, is Association of Senior Staff University Union or something. Gunmen abduct couples. Trader in Abia, Ekiti raids. There is now state to state gunmen. Navy deploys 10 ships, 2 helicopters in Niger Delta. You see? Because that is where they are getting their money from, where their economy is coming from, the oil. The government is quick to prevent any unforeseen attack on anything of their own economic values, where they get their money from. It's not getting money to develop Nigeria for their own personal pocket. Because if they can deploy 10 gunships, 2 helicopters, how many have they deployed to Sambisa Forest that we have been shouting about for the past 6 years? How many planes have they deployed? Stand by. Because the style they are using to fight the terrorists, the Boko Haram terrorists, is the style of how do I put it? Stay for them to attack before they will now respond. Instead of our own military to carry the war to them, they will wait for them for the terrorists to bring the war to them. Then they will now respond. But if we have been doing the attacking, I'm sure today the Boko Haram will have not been, they won't have been as strong as they are today. But we always wait for them to attack before our Nigerian military will respond. I don't know who thought that kind of that type of strategy where you wait for them to come and attack you first before you now respond. And what are you doing there where you mounted all your equipment? Why can't you go and attack these people and flush them out? But you wait for them to attack, then you now start running back to go and defend. This one is from the family of the hoteler Adedoyin. They said Adedoyin is not a ritualist, says family. What would they say before? Would they say he's a ritualist? They won't say he's a ritualist. Everybody want to defend his or her own. But every investigation is pointing towards that. Because what we are even hearing now from reliable source is that they are trying to doctor the autopsy. They are trying to doctor the autopsy report. And the family of the slain guy, Adegoke, are now saying that they don't even trust the Nigerian medical expert that is carrying out the what's it called? The autopsy report. Because we are hearing different factions of the autopsy report. One is saying that his blood was the poor boy was attacked during his sleep, and they drain his blood. And what we are saying now in Savannah News is that the list of guests in that hotel, the list of the guests in that hotel, the one that was torn, that the reception later give to the police. That list, police should investigate all those people on that list. Our findings reveal that those people that killed Timothy, most of them lodged in that same hotel that night. So they should investigate all those people that lodged in that their names are in that list, or if their names are not in that list, they should investigate who and who slept in all those rooms that night. Some of them came to sleep in those rooms, in some of those rooms that night, in order to carry out this devilish act of killing that poor boy in his sleep. What we heard from the first report was that the guy was killed during his sleep and they drained his blood. And if you see the bedsheet where where he was when he was exhumed from where they buried him, you will see that there is blood all over in the bedsheet of the hotel that he was wrapped in. Army debunks abduction of passengers on Maiduguri Road. Okay, but they have been abducting passengers. They have been abducting passengers. I'm trying to get across to our guest today. Is a member of the agitation for Oduduwa Republic. I will bring him live on this studio in a short while. And that is the newspaper review for today, but I think I have to let us go quickly to this day and see if you can see something new on this day. APC set February 19 as tentative date for National Convention. APC has set the date for their National Convention, and that is February 19, 2022, for their National Convention. I think that is one of the latest one. Okay, federal government calls on Western allies to declare bandits, Boko Haram, IPOB as terrorists. Thank God, they are now accepting that the bandits are now terrorists. That is they are now calling on Western allies. Of course, even before you even declare that, the Western allies have already declared them as terrorists. And they added IPOB, they added Boko Haram and the bandits. Well, may God save us in that country. Having said that, I would like to bring on this program this morning from far away Nigeria, an agitator of Oduduwa Republic, an activist. I will not let the cat out of the bag until I reach across to him to bring him on this studio. I am trying to get him right on the studio, and we pray he's on ground. So when I get across to him, we will bring him up on the studio. Yes, it seems I've gotten across to him, and let me see how we can bring him on board. How we can bring him on board. I am getting across to him, so let's see how we can bring him, our guest this morning. Our guest this morning on board. Our guest this morning on board. Hello, please, are you set? We are waiting for you, Omoluka, please. If you are set. Okay. Gentlemen and ladies, in a very short while, I will be bringing on board on this studio Comrade Omojola. Comrade Omojowu, sorry. Let me get his name right. Pardon me for that, please. I'll be bringing on board here Comrade Omojowu Victor, popularly known as Omoluka. He is an activist, a radio presenter, and one of the forerunner of the agitation for Oduduwa Republic. Just yesterday, he led a group of protesters peacefully to the governor of Ondo State, demanding for the intervention of Southwest governors of Nigeria to intervene in the release of activist Sunday Igboho that have been held in Benin prison for some months now. I will say that I'm going to bring him on the stage right now. I'm going to bring him on the stage right now. My viewers across the world, thank you for your patience and thank you for waiting for this long after the paper review. Good morning from here. It's 2:45 a.m. from here in the city of Toronto. I'm on live with Mr. Comrade Victor Omojowo, popularly known as Omoluka. Comrade Victor, good morning from here.
Good morning to you over there.
Yeah, how is Akure this morning?
Everywhere is peaceful and we thank God.
Yes, because we realized today is the swearing ceremony of the newly appointed political office holders. Am I right?
Yes, of course, you are right.
Okay, thank you. My viewers across the world want to know who is Omoluka.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate every one of you, all the viewers at home. Truly, my name is Victor Omojowo. My fans, my people, call me Omoluka. I am a native from Oka, Akoko, at Akoko Southwest Local Government. I am a true son of Yoruba nation, and that's all.
Thank you. You are welcome, Comrade Omoluka. We have been following your activities from Savannah News Television, and we realize that you are one of the front runner in the agitation of Oduduwa Republic. We have watched your interview with Professor Banji, am I right? The leader of Oduduwa Republic.
Yes.
And we followed you on your trip to Benin Republic, where you went to, where you led some protesters for the release of Chief Sunday Igboho in faraway Benin Republic. And also, we followed your activities again yesterday, where you led some protesters to the Ondo State Government office, where you and your followers were to meet with the governor, but we saw that it was the SSG in person of Princess Oladuni Odu that came to address you people. Having said that, what is your driving force on the issue of Oduduwa Republic? Because some other Yorubas say they don't want republic, they want a Nigerian president. But here you are, your followers, demanding for Oduduwa nation. What is your take about this, and what is your driving force?
Thank you very much, Mr. Moderator. The question I want to ask our viewers at home was this. A foundation without a solid plan, do you think it can last? It can never last. Nigeria as a country is never a nation. Mr. Moderator, you will permit me to explain a little thing to our viewers at home.
Go ahead,
Mind my
please.
spoken English, not an English person after all.
Go ahead, please. You can. English is not our major thing here. We just as long as you can communicate to our viewers outside across the world. That's all.
I will try my best. Initially, Yoruba people, the Yoruba tribe, the western part of the lower Niger, we were a nation. We have our own government led by the emperor of Yoruba land. And that happens to be the Aláàfin of Oyo that rules over the Oyo Empire. And when we're talking of Oyo Empire, it covers all the Yoruba land up to some part of the current Benin Republic. But in the year 1914, the British came, led by Frederick Lugard, and they said they want to amalgamate the northern and the southern part of Nigeria together. Anyway, we don't know how they did it. We don't know who signed that agreement. Some people say it was the then Aláàfin. But how are we sure of that? Is there any record? The amalgamation occurred in the year 1914. And according to the history, in the year 1918, we were given a name by the then maybe wife or woman friend or girlfriend of Lord Lugard. He called us Nigeria. Now, immediately after the amalgamation, the agreement was that every region will control their resources. And that is how they practice it in the United Kingdom. There are many countries that join together, that unite together to form United Kingdom. We have Scotland. We have the Wales. We have the Northern Ireland. I mean the island. We have the England also.
Exactly.
But they are together in a single, as a country. And that is what they introduced to us in Nigeria in 1914.
Okay.
That is when we have the Western region, the Eastern region, and the Northern region. And that is how it is until the independence in 1960. But the issue is this. Before the independence, Obafemi Awolowo was the premier of Western region. We saw, even though we were not born then, we heard and we read it. The performance of Obafemi Awolowo to the Yoruba as a nation then.
Oh, it seems we lost him. That is typical of Nigerian network. I think we will reconnect him back. It's like we lost him. We are still going to reconnect him back. I would say that we are still going to reconnect him back. It seems we lost him, and we will try as much as possible to see. We want to get across back to him, because it seems we are really enjoying his story. He is an activist and is very, very, very dedicated in the struggle. Let me try him again and see, the Nigerian situation. Try him again. If we can reach across to him. I think we lost him. Actually, the question I really want to ask him was is that what was the offense of Chief Sunday Igboho? That's just the main question I really wanted to ask Comrade Omojola, popularly known as Omoluka. what is the offense of Sunday Igboho? That is what I want to know. Because from the look of things, if you think they will release that man soon, you are joking. The federal government wants to keep him there. The APC government wants to keep him there until after election. Go and write it down. And it's the Southwest people, leaders, that are hell-bent on keeping Chief Sunday Adeyemo, popularly known as Sunday Igboho, keeping him in Benin Republic. They have an accord with the Beninese government that they will not release him. They won't release him until after the presidential election. Go and write it down. Because the belief of APC is that if they release him, he's going to distort the electoral process in Southwest. That is their plan. If you like, you believe. If you like, you don't believe. But they are not going to release Chief Sunday Igboho soon. Unless the Yoruba nation, Yoruba leaders come together, the Yoruba Obas come together to fight it vehemently, they will not release Chief Sunday Igboho. But the question is this: what are his offense? Which offense has he committed? That is the question that I'm still asking. What are the offense of him? Was it because the Barapa people called upon him that, look, oh, we are helpless, come and help us out? And he went there, and it was confirmed that the Fulanese kidnappers were apprehended when he went there. There were evidence why he went to his own people to go and rescue his people. Is that the offense he committed? And they went to his house, they destroyed his house. They killed people. They destroyed his properties. And nobody is talking. Injustice everywhere. Injustice everywhere. Nobody is talking. They have kept him there, nobody kept quiet. They have kept Chief Sunday Igboho now. They have kept him in captivity, in jail, and nobody is talking. Nobody is talking. That is why the likes of Femi Fani-Kayode, I can never be on the same page with such characters. These are the people that sold out Sunday Igboho. If you want to know, Sunday Igboho confided in Femi Fani-Kayode. When he was escaping, he was one of the people he confided in. Egbon, I'm off. These people have invaded my house. Okay, move now. Go through the border. It's the same Femi Fani-Kayode that went to tell the government where Sunday Igboho is and his plan of leaving for Germany from Benin. And not only Femi Fani-Kayode, other Yoruba leaders. If you remember very well, Femi Fani-Kayode went and visited Sunday Igboho when he was still in Ibadan. Unknown to a lot of people, he came to spy. He came to spy to know the plans of Sunday Igboho. It seems Omoluka is back. I think he's back. He's calling back. Let me. Okay. Yeah. Hold on, Omoluka. We lost you earlier, and I think I will bring you in again. And I will bring you in again. Okay. Omoluka, you are back again. We lost you. What happened? We lost you.
It's network issue.
Okay,
Network.
I said so. Yeah, we were really enjoying your Omoluka, please. We are really,
I'm with you.
yeah, please let's do this program on time, and so we can leave here on time. And our guests are really they are really on. I want to hear from you. Yes, you before the network issue, you are trying to explain the amalgamation of 1914. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, sir. You are on the floor.
Thank you. The amalgamation occurred in 1914, and that is what brought the northern part and the southern part together. The British knew that we were not in any way the same. We have different culture, we have different language, we have everything about us is quite different. But they joined us together anyway. And after that amalgamation, we were told, according to what they are using for us, to operate, let every region operate on their own and manage their resources by their own. And that is why Obafemi Awolowo could able achieve a lot of things in the western part of Nigeria, like first university in the whole West Africa, the first television station in the whole Africa, the first free education, the first skyscraper in the whole Africa, and some other things like that, first radio station, as many as that. He was able to build us a seaport. He gave us that Lagos airport that turned to Muritala Mohammed Airport today. As many as possible. But unfortunately, in the year 1960, we have an independence. After that independence, the agreement was that every region will control their resources. But in the year 1966, some people terminate that regional government and introduce unitary system into the government of Nigeria. And ever that, since that year, Yoruba land has been backward ever since then. No single development in Yoruba land. And every resources we earn from Yoruba land will be taken to Abuja to feed or fed the people of the northern part of this country. It is like an adage of the Yoruba people that says, Omaleno, Ojedu. That means people that are selling beef or meat, they are eating bones. We are the people that are 60, according to Bureau of Statistics, about 65 to 70% of the resources of the IGR of this country came from Yoruba land. But to be sincere with you, my viewers, the Yoruba people were the people that suffer most in this country. The marginalization is just too much. There's no roads, there is nothing. To point, Lagos-Ibadan road has been on construction over 20 years. They didn't complete it ever since then. And that is the only federal road they are trying to do in the Yoruba land.
Okay. At this point, comrade, you just mentioned Lagos Ibadan Expressway has been on construction for the past how many years now? I want to ask you. Yes, I want to ask you, comrade, who are the contractors?
Well, I have carried out a lot of findings, and I discovered the contract was given to Julius Berger. But to be sincere with you, I don't blame the contractors.
No, I'm driving towards a point, Comrade Omoluka. Okay. What I'm trying to establish here is that we, the Yorubas, we are our own problem.
Of course.
I remember that area. I think Babalakin was given a portion of that place as was contracted for that road. Babalakin and other contractors. What I'm saying here is this: the Yorubas themselves, some of us, the so-called leaders, are the one promoting this same Hausa Fulani oligarchy. Do you believe that?
My brother, Mr. Moderator, It's bound to happen. So we should expect such. I'm not disappointed. But I see such thing that Yoruba people were among the people that are promoting the Fulani oligarchy. I'm not surprised. It's bound to happen. But let us be sincere with ourselves. The problem, the highest calamity that befell the Yoruba people happens in the year 1999, my brother. The problem started in 1914. Another one came up in the year 1966 when unitary system was introduced. But the greatest of it all happens in the year 1999, where a military man wrote a constitution and handed it over to a democratic elected president to use.
Yes, Mr. Comrade, thank you for that. Comrade, thank you for that analysis. But who the civilian president that the military man wrote constitution for? That president is from where?
Thank you, my moderator. That president, it is true, is from Yoruba land.
So hold on. I'll give you hold on, so that our viewers can hear us well. Before you go further, in between the past head of state that wrote a constitution and the present civilian president, who is the commander in chief, who is more powerful at that point to change, to bring whatever I want to do, to change the constitution? Who is more powerful? Yes, you can give me a constitution, but the moment I climb the throne, I'm in charge. I should be able to have a constitution that will be of equitable, understand, importance to all citizenry. So I'm trying to give you a leadway at that junction.
But I want to remind you, people look at Obasanjo as a Yoruba person. But I don't believe Obasanjo is a Yoruba person. Just my own opinion. I don't believe Obasanjo.
How and why?
I will tell you. Obasanjo has been doing many things to against the Yoruba people, even when he was military head of state. He did a lot of things that against the interests of the Yoruba people.
One. We want facts and figures. One.
When Obasanjo became the head of state in the year 1976, there is a lot of calamities that Obasanjo brought into Yoruba land.
One.
When Awolowo built University of Ibadan, when the government changed from regional government to unitary system, that University of Ibadan, built by Obafemi Awolowo, was supposed to be handed over to that state. But it is Olusegun Obasanjo that makes sure that that university, that collect it and give it to the federal government. That is number one. That Lagos airport, initially that airport was named Lagos International Airport. It was Obasanjo that changed the name of that airport to Muritala Mohammed Airport. There is no single airport in the northern part of this country that was named for any Yoruba people or Igbo people. That is number two. University of Ife was announced and given to the federal government also. That university was supposed to be handed over to the state. That's another. Then the third that I want to assure you today of the calamity that Obasanjo has brought to Yoruba people. It was this same Obasanjo, we have what they call Cocoa House. It is built mainly to oversee the exporting and importing and regulating the prices of agricultural commodities like cocoa and other like cashew and other agric commodities like that. It was this same Obasanjo that announced and transferred that same cocoa house and other activities there to the federal government of Nigeria.
I
There
get
are
you.
many things. I just want to mention few of it. If I should continue, the same thing happened with our seaport. That seaport, it is the Yoruba people that are overseeing it earlier, initially before the introduction of the unitary system. The other things, they were huge source of revenue to the Yoruba people. But today they belong to the federal government. And it was intentionally, it was done by our own son, Obasanjo. And that is why Obasanjo, in the year 1999, Yoruba people didn't vote for him. It is true. We all knew. And because of that, it is the Fulani people, the Northerners. They said anybody that they cannot control. They want people that will be their puppets. The people that they can control at any time. That was the people they want to give power to. Except we want to deceive ourselves in this country.
Okay, comrade.
That is why they brought Obasanjo in the year 1999. They voted for him. They made him president. And he never want to betray them. Instead of favoring the Yoruba people, he said Yoruba did not vote for me. It was the Northerner that made me president. So I have to do everything to favor them. That constitution was given to him. He knew the truth about the constitution, but he refused anyway to use that to change it. He has the power, just like what you have said earlier. He has the power, he has the capacity to make sure that that constitution was changed, to make sure that there is equity between the northern and the southern. But he refused. He did not do anything about it anymore because he wanted to favor the northerners. So that is just the truth about the constitution. And that same constitution was still being used up to today. And now you are asking me that why did I go for Yoruba nation instead of presidency? Instead of Yoruba person to go on. If Yoruba person, if we voted for any Yoruba man to be the president of Nigeria, is he not going to use that same constitution? The constitution that did not allow us to control what we have in the Yoruba land. The constitution that did not allow Yoruba son, true Yoruba son, to be the chairman of Nigerian Port Authority. The constitution that did not allow Yoruba man to head the Nigerian Airport Authority, Nigeria Federal Airport Authority. The constitution that did not allow Yoruba man to head the Economic and Financial Crime Commission since its establishment. The constitution that did not allow Yoruba man to head Federal High Court, Supreme Court of Nigeria, to be the Attorney General of the Federation. So, Mr. Moderator, we don't need to deceive ourselves at this point. The truth must be told. That constitution is evil. We can't achieve anything in Yoruba land with that constitution. And moreover, let me tell you this, Mr. Moderator. There is no more unity in Nigeria. Why are we forcing ourselves together?
Yeah, comrade.
We don't need to force. This, what is happening now, is like forcing a forceful marriage.
Comrade.
Your husband is about to kill you, and people were telling you just try and stay there. You can't stay there because it will definitely kill you one day, and that is what is happening in Nigeria today.
Comrade.
Thank you.
Comrade, you just mentioned the constitution as one of the main problems. If the constitution is the main problem, why can't the Yoruba race look inwards in having a referendum where we can have a new constitution instead of the Odua nation?
Thank you, Mr. Moderator. In the Constitution of Nigeria, there is nothing like referendum in that constitution. That is the number one calamity. In all the constitution in the world, I read political science, there are rigid constitution, there are some
flexible.
Other constitution that it just escaped my mind. Mr. Moderator, when we're talking of constitution or anything that has to do with contrast, amalgamation, what happens in Nigeria? It happens between China and Hong Kong. Hong Kong and China were amalgamated together, and Hong Kong was under China for 100 years. After 100 years, they said the constitution, the contract is expired.
Yeah.
And that is, I'm not a lawyer, but I move more closer to lawyer. last for 100 years.
Yes, that is it.
When one discover it's 100 years already, they call for referendum. And China conduct the referendum, and they won. Today, Hong Kong is an independent nation on their own. But our own has lapsed that expired since 2014. Instead of Nigeria to allow, even if they did not allow referendum, why can't they call for roundtable and let us discuss and renegotiate if truly we still want to be in Nigeria or not? But they refuse anyway. But let me tell you this, Mr. Moderator, they will never allow such to happen. I did not understand. They won't allow it to happen because they see the southern part, most especially the western part of this country, I mean the Yoruba land, they see us as their pot of porridge, their cup of tea. They don't want to let us go. So that constitution, it is true that is part of what we are agitating for now. Give us referendum to decide either we want to be in Nigeria or we want to stand as an independent nation. But we are just saying this, and we are calling on to the United Nations to help us because it is never in any way in that constitution. It was supposed to be there in the constitution that in case if any nationality or any tribe want to leave Nigeria, there should be a space for referendum. But it is never in the constitution of Nigeria. That is to tell you, and that is what I'm saying, that it was a military man that wrote that constitution and gave it to the then democratic elected president. And he used it anyway because he did not want to offend them. He did not want to betray them. He believed they were the one that brought him to power.
Okay.
So, today, if you are agitating for referendum, who is going to conduct that referendum for us? We are agitating, we are clamoring, and we beg the United Nations to come to our aid, to help us. We can't tell Nigeria to come and give us referendum because it's not in the constitution. That is why we are begging the United Nations to intervene.
Okay.
And intervene.
Yeah, thank you, comrade. Because of time, we have to pick up. I still have one or two questions to ask you. Thank you for your thorough explanation about the unity of Nigeria and why we should have a republic. I want to ask you a question, a very pertinent one for that matter. What is the offense of Chief Sunday Igboho?
Thank you, Mr. Moderator. That is a very, very sensitive question. Sunday Adeniyi Adeyemo, popularly known as Sunday Igboho. To be sincere with you, he never offended anybody. I told you earlier I'm not a lawyer, but I knew little about the Constitution of Nigeria, and I moved more closer to people, to law practitioners. It is never a crime for someone, that is number one point. It's never a crime for someone to demand for self-determination. That is number one point. Number two, it is never a crime for someone to defend himself or his people. It is never a crime.
In the country where you have security agencies.
In a country where the security agency doesn't know what to do. I am saying this clearly, and I want you to understand what I'm trying to say now.
Okay.
Even the security agency were victims in Nigeria today. You knew. You are a media personnel, and I knew you not just today. You knew what is happening. A military general was killed. Up to today, they didn't know what killed him. They didn't know the source of his death. A senior police officer. Others like that.
A police commissioner was kidnapped. A DPO was kidnapped.
And up to today, they didn't know who kidnapped him. In that situation, you know what is happening. They come to Yoruba land, killing our people, kidnapping them and demand for ransom. Even they are getting to our farmlands and raping our mothers, our sisters. And they will people at the same time, they will collect ransom, at the same time, that person will die.
Yes.
Because of the touch,
Yes, I think
the beating.
Maybe you followed the news yesterday on this same studio. It was so pathetic that a pastor was kidnapped, an Equa pastor was kidnapped in precisely in the southern Kaduna area, and the kidnappers they asked for ransom of 10 million. And the church donated money, the friends of the pastor donated money. And the kidnappers insisted that the wife of the pastor should bring the ransom. And the wife took the ransom to the kidnappers. Sadly, they kidnapped the wife again. They raped the wife, molested the wife, collected the money. After they are satisfied of raping the woman for 3 days, they now let the woman go. They will now free the woman. And the most pathetic story issue about it was that the pastor was killed. And our concern in Savannah News Television is this: when the woman was going to deliver the 10 million, can they put a device with the woman, like a tracker, to track the woman to where the...
I have been saying this to my people. I don't have problem with Buhari. Buhari is the president of Nigeria. I don't have problem with him. Buhari is doing what will favor his people. He knew about what is going on. The president today, he himself is a chronic terrorist. A general in terrorism. He knew about what is going on.
Can you prove that? Because we only look for father figures in Savannah News.
Thank you very much. As the chief security officer of a nation, forget about being a president. As a president of a nation, you are the chief security officer of that nation, and your number one assignment is to provide security of lives and property. I'm not a lawyer, but I knew this. But in Nigeria, it's vice versa. There is killing every day. I have said this earlier, Mr. Moderator. An army general was killed. A police commissioner was kidnapped. Some of them were killed. And up to today, Nigerian government did not know what happens. They could not fish out the murderers. Now I want to tell you this. Did the president not aware of this? Okay, let's forget about them. There is a man called Gumi, or Gumi, I don't know how to pronounce that name. You knew who I'm talking about.
The chief negotiator.
The chief negotiator, thank you very much. The minister of banditry and herdsmen. Gumi came out and tell everybody that he himself are part of the terror of herdsmen, and everybody knew that Gumi is part of the herdsmen.
So why is Gumi moving freely and Adeyemo Igboho that he don't do anything was...
Gumi is moving freely in this country, and Mr. President did nothing about it. Now tell me, is the president not happy with what is going on? The United States of America sent a name to Mr. President that this man is a terrorist sympathizer. A terrorist sympathizer is a terrorist. Pantami, a federal minister in this country, was named as a terrorist sympathizer. A terrorist. Let's put it that way. And up to today, Mr. President did nothing about it. Don't let us deceive ourselves. This is how it will continue to be until Nigeria collapsed totally.
Okay, comrade. Okay, comrade Omoluka, thank you. Because of time, as we speak now is about 3:25, and our 3:25 a.m. in Toronto. And we have only just 5 minutes to round up this program, because we are running up by 3:30 a.m. here in Toronto, which I felt is about 9:35 a.m. in Nigeria now. Am I right? Please, Omoluka, I want you to give us your parting words. Your parting words for the Yorubas.
Thank you, Mr. Moderator. Before I call it a day here, Sunday Adeyemo is not a criminal. He never killed anybody. He never commits any criminal activity. He never, as a matter of fact, what the federal government ceased to do, what they refuse to do, that is what Sunday Adeyemo is doing. He only spoke that enough of killing of my people. And furthermore, there is nothing bad in our own self-determination. We want to be self-determined. That is what Sunday Igboho said. And they went to Sunday Igboho house and killed 2 people in his house, destroyed his property. 3 of his houses were burnt. And Gumi was moving freely. But the most painful part of it was that some Yoruba leaders were happy with what happens to Sunday Igboho.
You're not coming to the main point. That is the main point we are talking about.
Gumi was there, Pantami was there, a lot of them over there. They were moving freely. Even Abba Kyari, the super police, charged by the United States of America, he was there moving freely.
No, Abba Kyari has resumed. Abba Kyari, comrade, we have investigated it. Abba Kyari has resumed his duty at the villa. Abba Kyari has resumed his duty at the villa almost a month ago.
Almost a month.
Yes, it's part of the security details to the president. Now.
That is why I am seriously in pain about this matter. Yoruba people were hit. Some people in Yoruba land, some others, some political leaders, they were happy with the situation of Sunday Igboho. Whereas the Fulanis, the Hausa people, they were shedding and protecting their own children. Yoruba, why all this? I am begging on you, do whatever you can do to save Yoruba land for your upcoming children.
Thank you.
For the children born.
Thank you.
And I want to say a point before I leave, Mr. Moderator. Those people, the Fulanis, their forefather, I remember and I quote, Otman Danfodio, said by the then Sultan of Sokoto, he said, the Yoruba land is their own property. And they must achieve and collect it before they must complete the work of their grandfather, which is Otman Danfodio.
Like and subscribe to our page.
Take over Yoruba land. That is their plan. So Yoruba people, it is time for you to arise and defend this land.
Okay.
They can do anything. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Comrade Omojola Victor. Omojowo, sorry, please, Comrade Omojowo Victor, popularly known as Omoluka. Mr. Comrade Omojowo is an activist and a frontliner in the agitation of Oodua Republic, and also he is a very articulated human being when it comes to media. He has carved a niche for himself. He's based in Akure in Ondo State. And we in Savannah News, we have been following his activities, and that's why we find it deemed fit to feature him this early morning. And I'm sure my viewers all over the world are not disappointed because they have really had one or two facts from this great gentleman. Omoluka, thank you very much for your uh, for your time with us at the studio, despite the short time invitation extended to you. We appreciate you for your time, and we will be going now live again on our streaming, and we're thanking Omoluka. Omoluka, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I'm very grateful, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, gentlemen and ladies, you just heard from him. That is Comrade Victor Omojowo, popularly known as Omoluka. He's one of the frontliner in the agitation for Oduduwa Republic. And I'm sure you have heard from him. He has discussed the issue extensively with facts and figures. At this point, we're going on our commercial before we're going to shut down for this morning.
Page on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Savannah News TV. Tune in and watch Savannah News TV. We are live. Savannah News TV. We create awareness about our place in Africa. Savannah News TV. We are distinct, we are focused, we deliver top-notch news in Savannah News TV. Equitable reporting without fear or favor. Savannah News TV. Things positive change for us and our environment is our aim. Savannah News TV. Tune in and watch Savannah News TV. We are live. Savannah News TV. Our CEO Chris Radekonle Olujimi Jaffa. Savannah News TV. Gemileke, our leading witness. Keep watching Savannah. Savannah News TV. Like and subscribe to our page on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Savannah News TV.
Yeah, thank you, viewers across the world. I still remain your regular host, Prince Olujimi Adekanle Joka, the Oluomo of Irele Kingdom. I'm using this medium to solicit for your support in going to our YouTube page. Just click at the right button. You see the right button, click on it and subscribe to our channel in YouTube. Savannah News Television. You will see the African map in yellow with SNN on it. That is our channel. Kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel for us to be in business in bringing you news as it breaks. Because in Savannah News Television, we break the news from its shell. Good morning.